you know how people come in and you don't want to love them. And I felt very unloved. And I went through about a month before I had some counts ministry. It was just like all hell was let loose. It let every emotion, every rejection, every loss, every grief just came at me in one big lump. And it was almost unbearable. But I've been through these patches with the Lord before, but this was a big one. And to cut a long story short, Jan Hadley's wife has a ministry to people who've been abused, and I was abused at 3. And she prayed for me, and she released me basically from the clutches of the enemy. And she had a great list of notes of things I wanted to, you know, we had to pray through layer on layer on layer. And then she said, I'm terribly sorry, but I can't pray for you anymore because they had other issues in the family. And when this happened, I said to the Lord, I found somebody who's really connected with me and who has prayed, and I was beginning to feel release. And so I sat there and I cried. And I thought, God, you know, now what? With all this pain raging. I mean, Stephen will tell you, it was just awful. At one point, it felt like I could feel what it was like for people when they can't take enough and they say, oh, just Lord, take me home. It just ground on and on for months. But I've been with him before in this. So I had that thread of trust. So I walked in the bedroom, and I tell you, he gave me a fleeting memory, warmth that went right through. And I recognised it. And instantly, in the twinkling of an eye, the whole lot disappeared. And I'm standing there going, what's happened? Years of pain, years of anguish, which have gone on from the age of 3. And just that set the foundations, and it just builds up and up. And I sat in the lounge and I thought, there's nothing there. I can't remember bad memories. Where's the emotions? I just felt. So I sat there waiting for it all to come back again. An hour later I said, I think the Lord's healed me. And I have not been the same since. Every bad memory has gone. Every bad emotion has gone. Every rejection, every loss, every pain, whoomph in one go. But you know what? It's been a hard time in life, a really tough time. And every time I hit, because as a child, I buried every emotion, every feeling, everything was jammed up. Every time he was bringing something up from the surface, I had such a sense of his presence and his strength and giving me a scripture and speaking to my heart so I could keep going. And the thing that I have gained from this, I mean, I said to the Lord last year, why have you waited till I'm 74 before you start working on me? But I look back and you know, I'm grateful. I'm grateful because I have learnt what he is like, what he's like for me. He has so infiltrated my life and spoken to my heart and enabled me to understand scriptures. He's personally done it. So yes, I'm healed, but I have a greater treasure. And that has made it worthwhile. And I would say to anyone who is going through emotional distress of any kind, hang on. He's got it in hand. He will sort it out. It may take a long time, but I tell you, he will do it. And he promised me. And at the moment I'm standing here and I'm going, I feel I'm in a blank white room because I've lived with pain all my life. And I really don't know what the next step is because, you know, I'm not good at feeling. But it's all gone. So what am I doing now? But I can't tell you how wonderful it feels to be shot of all those bad memories and that pain. Years of it. But he kept me going.